Welcome to episode 4. If you haven't seen any of the previous videos, a link will be on the screen now. In this episode we're going to carry on with the fletch and grind, start our agility. Because at the minute it's taken so long to run around the island, having higher level agility will make everything so much easier. In order to train our agility, we're going to be using the underwater course in Fossil Island. I see on YouTube and everything, the agility XP per hour should be quite high, but everybody doing this method in every other video I've seen has access to the flippers, which means you can run underwater. I have not got access to them, so I'll have to walk for the entire agility grind, but we'll see how that goes. In the background here, we're just running our first ever full fossil to Rock Museum. This will give us a 1000 XP lamp, which we were planning on using on Slayer, but we'll see in a second that that's not actually going to be possible. So we're building a small fossil. We just have to put all 5 pieces into this small fossil cabinet, and then we will get the lamp. But unfortunately, these lamps are only usable on any skill above level 20, which I thought we could use it on any skill above level 1. But that's okay, we're actually 10 Slayer already, so it just means we'll have to spend a couple of weeks lamping Slayer from level 10 to level 20. Then we'll be able to use these lamps and use the fossils to get all the way up to 54. And from there we'll be back on the lamp grind from 54 to 66, which unlock wyverns, and then we'll finally be able to get ourselves the wyvern visage, but that's going to take a few months to get there. First, let's get this wood cutting and fletching out of the way. Going to play some music here. I'll be back in a little bit for the agility grind. Another mining level coming in. We actually didn't think about the mining. I thought I just need level 50 and unlock the underground mine, but I need level 50 and 150 kudos, so I'll not be able to do the mining until I get quite a few of the fossil cabinets complete. I think you get 2 kudos for each cabinet, so about 25 cabinets, which means we'll need 125 fossils, which will take us quite a while. So I'll just carry on one mining level for video and we will get there eventually. We're actually using these 2 raking patches under the water as well. That means we're using 5 raking patches in total, the 3 in the hardwood spot and these 2, which has given me a total of 56 farming XP per run. I'm doing these quite frequently, so the levels will be really quick up to level 23. Here's some levels that aren't going up quickly. The wood cutting and fletching is going really slow because I keep running out of energy and because I have to move between every single tree each time. So getting some higher agility will really speed this up. I should have really done the agility first, but I think there'll be a lot of things in this account that'll be different in hindsight. So this underwater agility course is a lot like Brimhaven, where you have to go between the flashing arrows. It's kind of like a course, you hit one and then you have to tag the next, and each time you get a token. In this case it's mermaid tears and glistening tears. One can be used in a shop to buy fossils and items, and the other one can be used for experience in both agility and thieving. With us not being able to swim at the proper speed, it is a lot slower than the XP rates it was saying on Google and YouTube and all. And I mean a lot slower. It took me almost 35 minutes just to get from level 10 to level 11, which is fine. At least I can train agility in the count, and I was thinking maybe I'll get a lot more experience when I hand in the tiers, but no. When I went to hand them in, I was only offered 5 GP for each tier. So what I think I'll do is I'll continue collecting them for quite a long time, build up a large supply, and then hopefully when I've slightly higher agility I'll be able to get more experience per tier. Within the first few hours of doing this, I didn't actually notice that there were seaweed spores spawning on the floor. You can see here I pick up 3. These would be really useful for making the giant seaweeds once I get past 23 farming. And they just randomly spawn in like marks of grace wood and normal courses. I will need a few hundred of them to get me from 23 farming all the way up to teaks, which is 35. But because I need a lot of agility in the account anyway, the supply should just build up and up and up as I get the agility done. And there, after the first 4 or 5 hours, is 13 agility. And now she's offering us 7 XP for every tier, so it is definitely going up. If we get to level 20 agility just by collecting, we should be able to get a lot more XP for each tier. And there we have 14 agility. And there we have a large fossil. You actually have a small chance of getting a fossil from these chests and clams while you search them for the pearls. So as we get higher agility, we should get a lot of the fossils. And here is our first ever Slayer level on the island. This genie gets us from level 9 to level 10 Slayer, 10 more levels, and then we can use the XP lamps from the museum. There's our first stored fossil in the account. I'm not sure how many we need to finish all of the cabinets in Brock Museum, but once we do finish all the cabinets, we'll need many more for the prayer grind. We can turn each fossil into prayer XP on the island. Coming in with 24 Hunter, that's just 3 levels away from catching our first impling. Raking our way past 11 farming, had a bit extra time between birdhouse runs here, so I've actually thrown in a second mining level.
I'm still standing here, waiting for my house.
It's always going to be a bit of a problem getting around the island in this account. I've found that I can't really train agility efficiently, and I've no access to graceful or weight reduction gear, energy pots, staminas, anything like that. So having the access to this teleport mushroom system is going to be really helpful. You just have to visit each mushroom once to unlock them. I can only visit the first 3 as the last one's in the swamp beside the tar creepers, and with no good food and this low hit points they'd pretty easily kill me. So I'll unlock the first 3 and I'll come back for the last one later on.
That my Mary will come, but she's not here, so I drink another beer to throw it all away. Oh yeah. Oh hey, what's that? It's Mary on my wish.
That's 3 out of 4 unlocked. Time to finish off this fletching grind. I just noticed every time I do a birdhouse I get 6 of these raw birds on the ground. They heal 6s if I can find a way to cook them. So I pick up a few of them here and I bring them over to the cooking pit in the middle of the camp, but unfortunately no luck with these. They would be a massive upgrade to go from healing 2s with our edible seaweed to being able to heal 6s with these birds, which we have lots of access to as we've been making a lot of birdhouses. But you need an iron spit to be able to cook them, and I don't think it's possible to make one on the island. There's no anvil, and I don't think anything drops it, not even the implings, so unfortunately no good.
Show me all, yeah. Show me all, show it all away. Oh yeah, show it all away.
And that's the fletching grind almost finished. Although we're only halfway to the XP goal, I changed what we were doing from crafting the bows to crafting the arrow shafts. What I'm going to do is use the feathers from the birdhouses to gradually get the fletching up. It's just I could spend my time doing more efficient skills on the account, and if I can get the feathers for free while making the birdhouses, I may as well use that XP instead of standing round about here cutting down trees and fletching them into regular longbows. It's just very slow and tedious. So yeah, that's the fletching over. Thanks everyone for watching. I'll see you in the next episode.